Yo, yo, no ways. Anyway, listen, guys, listen. There's nothing anybody would tell me, yeah? There's nothing anybody would tell me that will convince me otherwise. But one thing I know for sure, one thing I feel very, very strongly in my spirit that is a fact, is that culture is very horny. Yeah, I put it to you that that is the case. Culture is very horny. Because I've been watching this guy every Thursday night during the pool party. It's like the moment culture gets into that pool, it's over. Yep, it's over. Any girl that enters that pool, so long as she has a bum, so long as she has a backside, hey, culture gets to work. The way he works on that bum, like he's trying to mold something out of clay. Have you ever seen where a potter is actually trying to mold a pot or anything? Oh my goodness. Culture is always like, he's always like this, grinding, wounding, turning the thing around, turning it around, and then you carry water and pow, splash on it, and then you pow, 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 pow. And then you'll be like, dude, what's going on? And then after pounding and pounding, he will now carry one leg up, and then he'll be And yeah, the weirdest part in all of this is the ladies seem to enjoy it. They do. They do. They enjoy it. They do. Wow. And you just see them, the way they keep going into the pool, one after the other. It's like a therapy session, right? It's like they've booked a session with culture ahead of time. Like, after this one's turn, it's my turn. So you see this one will enter. You see this one? Every Thursday, there's a new female housemate that gets to be remolded by culture. And so last night, it was Imisi's turn. Hey! The way those two rocked that pool, I'm sure that water would have stories to tell. The way they rocked the pool, the grinding, the jumping. And Imisi is busting. It's like culture literally wanted to bury his head in her bosom because the way he was juggling her like this, and she was like, these people are not serious. What the hell? Yo! See, yeah? It was so intense. I literally, at some point, I didn't understand what was going on because it felt like they were actually doing it. But then they weren't, but it seemed like they really wanted. So it was like they were wet humping, not even dry humping. They were wet humping inside the pool. It was so interesting to see. I literally had to put out a tweet like, what manner of aggressive humping is going on in that pool? What is, oh my God. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the pool party was amazing. Yeah, if I'm gonna rate it, I will rate it the best of the season yet. We might have others. I mean, all the pool parties have actually been a hit, a major hit, but this particular one, it was the best for me because every single one of the housemates had fun. They all had fun. They all had a swell time. The DJ, oh my God, the DJ was killing it. There was enough drinks, enough food to go around. And even after Big Brother ended the party, housemates refused to go back into the house. They were inside the water, in the pool. They were playing games. They were having so much fun. Almost everybody went into the pool. It was amazing. It was amazing. The energy was high. The vibe was vibing. Everything was giving what a pool party should give, and I totally loved it. Yes, but then Big Brother, after giving them some time, had to chase them into the house, and even after they got into the house, the energy was still high. Everybody was still on high vibration. It was just very, very nice to see the housemates, unwinding, because it's been quite an intense week. Yes, especially with the fact that the theme of the week is Face Your Fears, and Big Brother has been doing the most in, scaring the housemates. But I'm not gonna lie, I actually missed the scare run last night because I think ever since Tuesday, Big Brother has been surprising this housemate. Let me say, shocking these housemates with some scary things at night. You know, from like 1 a.m. There's always something that is, you know, out to scare them. So I kind of missed last night's episode. I wished Big Brother had actually done it, but it did not. Yes. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to this video. You're welcome to my channel. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah, and I am the girl with the tea. On this video, we're going to be talking about my different observations. We're going to be looking at everything that happened during the pool party. All right, there are quite a number of things that I actually observed, and I cannot wait to discuss all of them, you know, share them with you. So go ahead, watch this video to the end, because trust me, you do not want to miss out on any part. All right. And also, after the pool party, there were conversations that happened inside the house that will be shared on another video, because there's a lot of analysis to be done. All right, so I do not want this video to be unnecessarily lengthy. All right, so after watching this video, watch out for my next video. All of the details of those conversations will be on that video. All right, and yeah, of course, this video would not be complete without your thoughts, your comments. So please ensure you share your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, now all of that said, let's just quickly get right into the details of this video. Now, aside Imisi and Culture, who were giving us an erotic show inside the pool, because what we're doing was a lot. Yeah, so aside those two, yeah, one of those sites that I just enjoyed watching continuously during the pool party was our mature couple, Doris and Denari. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness, you see those two people here? There's just something about their relationship that is just so classy, refined, mature. And I put out a tweet about it, you know, stating that they were actually giving the vibe of, you know, this rich, sophisticated couple that's hosting a pool party for all of their kids, you know, for their kids and their kids' friends. Yes, because whilst both of them were just standing somewhere, you know, away from all the madness that was happening right in front of them, you know, they were just standing somewhere, holding each other, dancing, grinding on each other. And Doris has this classy way, you know, of just holding herself during these parties. The other housemates were going crazy. Everybody was just, they were just screaming here and there, you know, drinking, smoking, running around like kids, which was equally fun to watch, right? But, you know, it made so much sense to have this bunch of chaos happening right there, and then this peace and calmness, you know, right behind them. Everything made so much sense. I just enjoyed watching those two people together. And I think even after the party, they had conversations about how, you know, they should go on a weekend getaway after their media rounds, after the season ends. Yes, and it was just so nice, you know, to listen to them make future plans. I mean, everybody that watches my channel, a lot of you in this community, you know that Gloria Elijah is never a lover of ships. Yes, I do not believe in ships. I do not like ships on the show, except it is used for drama, for entertainment, you know. But for this one, I just love the fact that they are not always too romantic, you know, but just basically trying to help each other get better. They're always sort of trying to polish each other, fine-tune each other to be the best version of themselves. And for me, it's just all about their maturity and the fact that they really want to get to know each other better, you know. They were even considering going to Ghana after the show, you know, for a weekend getaway. I just really loved that. But anyways, moving on. Still during the pool party, I saw Dede. Yeah. Kola was sat on the swing. Mide was sat on the swing as well. Now, Dede was holding the chains of the swing and was in front of Kola. I don't know what we were talking about. Bright was doing the same thing. He was right beside Dede, holding the chains and was talking to Mide. I was watching that whole scenario, and guys, I felt a churning in my stomach, a not so pleasant churning in my stomach, and I wasn't happy about that sight. And the reason is, it was the fact that Dede was the one that was standing and holding the chains, and from time to time you see her dancing and, you know, winding for Kola whilst Kola is watching her. And then sometimes she will go down low, dance, dance, dance. And I was watching that whole scene. And once again, I was disappointed. Why was I disappointed? You see, whenever I say that, oh, Dede has disappointed me, Dede has fallen my hand, a lot of you keep on saying, now don't worry, she knows what she's doing, she's playing the game. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about the perception of her aura. And that's what a lot of you don't get. A lot of you Dede's fans, that's what a lot of you don't get. And I'm hoping that you people pray for your favor, that she reclaims back her aura that she has released to Kola, because that is what has happened. There seems to be a slight but subtle transfer of Dede's aura to Kola. I don't know if you all have noticed now, ever since that whole kissing thing or pecking, whatever it was, ever since that whole pecking incident happened some nights ago, Kola has been avoiding Dede during the day. He is strictly going by Bright Morgan's advice to him to avoid the girl, to not give her attention at all, to make her be the one chasing him now. And that is exactly what Kola is doing, because he has seen that it works. He has seen that, oh, Dede got upset that he went to go and peck Thelma during one of their truth or dare games. So he's seeing results. So for him, Bright is the mastermind. So he's strictly following Bright's advice. And Dede is playing according to the script that Bright actually painted out for Kola to see. Now, cast your mind back to the first, second, third, and fourth Thursday night pool parties in the house this season. Did you all notice that it was never Dede going to Kola? It was never Dede even going to go and stand in such a position with Kola. It was always Kola dancing around Dede like a fly. It was always Kola coming around Dede, and there was this thing that Dede, like there's this thing that Dede does, like when Kola comes around her, she just stylishly dance away. Like, oh my goodness. She would just dance away or walk away. Like she was really playing with this guy's head, like you're my bitch, you're my toy. And Kola will keep on following and following and following, and Bright would be scolding him, scolding him, scolding him. She had Kola's balls in her hands like this. Her aura was so magnetic, to the point that during the pool parties, you see her dancing amongst other housemates. Like other housemates will be going crazy, but she's just there. She's just moving slowly and whatnot. And you see Kola dying to just be given attention. So when I watched her, standing the way she was standing last night over Kola like this, I was kind of disappointed. Because the Dede that everybody fell in love with, that was not the Dede. On a normal day, it should be Dede that sat on that swing. And then it should be Kola that's standing and dancing and trying to entertain Dede. So I don't know if you all see what I'm talking about now. The reverse would have been the case. So I'm still here, hopeful that indeed Dede has chosen to flip the script, because I cannot wait to see this so-called script that all of our fans are saying that she has flipped. But I hope you all get where I am coming from. Dede came into the show with an aura. She came into the show with a presence, a magnetic one, but also a magnetic one that did not grant accessibility. There were boundaries, like strict boundaries. There were things that Dede of week 1, 2, 3, 4 would never have done. Dede is the one that will stand. Kola is the one that will be chasing and following. That scene would never have been the case. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how you guys interpreted that, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now moving on. There was also Bright and Mide dancing, having fun, having the time of their life. However, I had watched these two right from when the party started. And I noticed that Bright did not immediately go to dance with Mide. Yeah? Bright was doing his own thing. He was serving the drinks. And then he had moved on to go and start dancing with Thelma. And here's what Bright has been doing. Every time he wants to get Mide fucked up, like in her feelings, every time he wants to mess up with her head, he goes to flirt with Thelma. and he ensures that Mide sees him in the act. So he was doing the same thing. Yeah. So he did that for a bit, would dance around, and then later it now moved on to Mide. And Mide looked at him and she was obviously upset. But I don't know, for some weird reason, she could not resist him. And so she danced with him. And all night, it seemed like a competition between Mide and herself, because it felt like she was trying to make Thelma jealous, right? So she kept on dancing and grinding. It was like a performance. She kept on dancing and grinding, and it was like she was also trying to show Bright all of her dancing skills, all of her erotic dancing skills, like, oh, look at me, I can dance better, you know. So she was doing the most. And I was looking at this girl, I'm like, girl, it seems like you don't really understand what's playing out here. Because suddenly, what came to my mind was a conversation that Bright had with Kola the morning after Kola had that pecking situation with Dede. I did a video about it, but let me just refresh your memories. Bright had told Kola that he doesn't want his relationship with Mide to be boring. So every time he wants some drama, what he does is it tends to trigger her. He does things that really upset her so that she gets angry, you know, and then they will now make up afterwards. And we know that every time there's a party that Mide is upset with Bright, and then they quarrel, and then later they kiss and make up, the kiss and make up goes with a lot of intimacy in the bedroom. So for him, it's like anytime he's horny, he wants to get down, you know, he wants to get down like that. He knows what to do to trigger Mide so that afterwards, he's going to get what he wants. And that was exactly what he was aiming for yesterday. And it almost worked. But ladies and gentlemen, Mide woke up to the glory of God. She woke up and they had a conversation afterwards, after the party. I'm going to spill all of it and analyze it on my next video. But that was exactly what was happening during the pool party yesterday. And then finally, Faith and Joanna, they were having so much fun, guys. It was such a beautiful sight to behold. You know, usually during the parties, Faith does not dance much, you know, because he doesn't really know how to dance. But he and Joanna, they've been getting to know each other for some days now, because according to what he told Big Brother in the diary room, she's very, very reciprocal. You do things for her. She knows how to go out of her way to also appreciate you, and he likes people like that. So they've been getting to know each other better. They even slept in the same bed 2 nights ago, and I think again last night, like, they slept together in the same bed. So it was nice to see them, you know, just bonding, right? But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is that for the pool party. All of my observations. I would love to hear yours in the comment section below. So please go ahead and share, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day. Bye.